All right, we should be live with any luck. Dion will be in his chair momentarily, so we will vamp until it gets here. 35 seconds, Dion. You were
I
late.
had to turn my heater on. It get
Docu
cold.
experience. And that's just how it is. So we're back tonight with some BX Dungeons and Dragons in our Darokin story arc. We are down to Richard tonight, but we've got enough folks to play, so we're gonna play us some D&D. So Dion, who you
Yeah,
playing? Got a new character debuted last episode.
yeah. I'm Dion. I am playing as Stottheim Reinbach the Seventh, French aristocrat and last living member of the Amber family.
So you think?
So I think.
Okay. So Bill, who you got?
I am playing Radnor the Large. He is a 9th level wizard, name level, and he is very large.
Indeed, thus the name. Unless it's ironic and they call you large or tiny and you're really small.
No,
this is
I'm
not the
not
case.
really small. I wish I was, because then I'd probably have better than a 5 dex.
I dream of
Yeah.
Radnar losing all of his constitution somehow and just like emerging skinny.
Cast Weight Watchers.
Pick it
Jameis,
up.
who you got?
Yeah, I'm playing Galen Rahorn, Cleary Elf Priest of level 8, and on a mission from God.
Yeah, very good, very good. So I had Dion and Radnar do this. We hopped on the stream just a little bit early. We had been from the beginning doing kind of just loosely, like if you had something that you were good at, that you can kind of write it down. And right, so since we're using the gazetteers more, there's actually a codified system for this. So at some point, or just for what you've role played Galen in the past, what is your intelligence?
Oh, 12. Just average.
12. Okay. So, and what level are you?
8.
8. So you're going to get 6 skills or 6 slots, non-weapon, non-combat type of things, just things that you learn to be able to do.
Okay. Yep.
And you can substitute a slot for a +1. So like if you want like half of those as actual skills, but then give them all +1s, you can do that. So you have 6 total slots.
Okay.
So, yep.
We will be using sort of slots before.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Things, so. And I've already got 6 things listed.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, not a problem. Dion's new character. I thought I'd just revisit that since we had a new character jumping on board with us. So last session, you have met Dion's new character. You were rescued by a group of travelers that plied the water lanes, selling various goods and sundries, and they dropped you off the closest shoreline city. But we're going to pick up this adventure where you guys have been traveling with caravans for quite some time along the road heading to Darokin, which is the largest and the capital city of the area, hoping to from there to either take a quick travel south and go over the mountains, or go up the actual trade path to the east, or perhaps find another way around the mountains to get back to Karmikos. We're going to pick up with you guys being on the map. Let me get over to my map here so I can ping you on there. Excuse me. Where are you guys? There you guys. Okay.
Darokin, right?
Yeah. So you're going to be just a few hexes away from Darokin.
Okay.
8,
At the
16 miles
intersection?
away. No, a little bit past, well
Okay.
on the road here. We're going to pick up with you. It's you've already you've had your breakfast. You're breaking out fairly early in the morning. You've got maybe a few hours ahead of you to get to Darokin. You waited last night because, of course, the town gates were going to be closed. But the caravan leaders tell you they always close the gates at night. No sense going further. You'd be outside the walls. So you start off early, and as you're starting off, in the distance, just off the road, like just to the west of you, since you're heading towards Darokin, there seems to be some kind of skirmish going on. From the distance, Galen's elven eyes can see that it looks like it's a group of humanoids dressed humans or humanish folks dressed in like like hunter ranger gear, like they've got cloaked hoods, they've got long bows, etc. They're
Lapis.
being
We're all thinking Lapis, just by the way.
right. They are being surrounded by a group of green-skinned, likely orcs from their size. They're being attacked. They've kind of circled up. You can see that someone, at least a person in their group, is a spellcaster. But it looks like, though they're doing a pretty good job of defending themselves, they're about to be overwhelmed. What do you guys do?
What
So
is
to be
my?
honest, we're with the horses. The horse and we're with the post. The post must get through. According to
Which is what your
the post.
wagon drivers say.
Yeah.
There's like, we're just going to go through.
I kind of sit there and I look very upset and I'm like, but those people are under attack.
Post got to get through. Well, we're all with horses. We could if we want to just split off the three of us.
How many of the
Take
orcs?
the short guy with you. He won't stop talking.
What's the numbers look like?
It looks like the defending group has counted well for themselves, as there are a lot of dead orcs and goblins around. But there's a good like dozen and a half orcs still in the battle surrounding them.
Yeah, no. It's easy to justify. We could if we want to, just to please ignore them.
How
And
far
again,
away
every
are
once
they?
in a while, you can see the play of magic from the center of the defending group. Lash out, kill an orc here.
If we go and take care of the orcs here, then they won't be able to come attack us once they've defeated these guys. So, preemptive defense.
Yeah. How far away
Come
are
on,
they?
let's go. We're on the horses.
How far away are they? I'm gonna
Get off and
say,
go.
it's a good half mile. It's Galen's
Oh.
elven eyes that are actually even telling you what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm open to go.
Yep. Take the horse wheel off.
Okay, and the wagon.
You guys continue down to the city. We'll
Yep,
go. deal
they're
with
gonna
this.
they're gonna hoof it and get to the
Yeah.
city with the mail. So as you're approaching, everybody give me D6 rolls. All of you. This is not initiative.
4.
5. Yeah. I see nothing exciting.
Yep. Doesn't
Yep.
look like any of us do.
Yeah, they're just they look like woodland types, maybe hunters, furriers. Hard to tell. Cloaked hoods, really good with bows, but they're having to go into melee as the orcs break through and just make a run at them. You see them dropping bows and pulling out like hand axes, short swords, long swords, that sort of thing. It doesn't look like they're going to survive this being overrun. You can see that they have some dead amongst them, or at least possibly dead, certainly wounded. There seems to be only 5 of them left standing. So we're going to start at a distance of, like I said, it's like half a mile away. You're on the horses. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Gank the mage.
Orcs are like, right on.
Yeah, right. There's something I can do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're kind of a distance at the moment, so there's not much we can do at the moment apart from seeing
Anybody
watch them all die.
is anybody particularly good at horseback riding? You assume everybody knows how to ride horseback, but is anybody really good at it?
I would think I'd have some evidence. I'd be decent at it, but just because I'm sort of an outdoors person.
Okay. Well, good enough then. So, Galen, you burst ahead of the pack, running your horse with the skill needed to get it going without breaking a leg. And as you get near enough for missile range, anyway, you see that it's already descended into a melee. You see another one of the 5 drop, unknown if they're dead or not. So we're going to start. I put it in the wrong place. I hate. I keep trying to roll in the chat. Yeah.
Can I cast from horseback?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, because
Good to
you need your hands free to be able to cast, and unless you're a particularly skilled rider, you're not going to be able to control a horse without the reins.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start at 100 feet then, Galen. So you crest the rise. So we're going to start the initiative at 100 feet. You're coming in on surprise. They don't notice you as they're focused on these woodsmen in the middle. Anything you can do at 100 feet?
Yes.
Well,
If I stop
No,
moving,
no.
I can cast, right?
Galen.
Oh, just
Galen, yeah,
Galen.
Galen broke ahead of everybody.
Oh, I
Uh,
followed, but I must be behind.
Technically, I have a bow, but I've sort of given up using the bow, to be honest.
Mhm.
What I will, no, I don't have anything distance. What I'm going to try and do is sort of lean down close to the horse to minimize my profile to try and maintain some
Okay, so
size
you're
so I
going to
get close.
continue to ride ahead, okay? And the rest of you just continue to ride ahead, or
Yeah.
Yeah, when I get to 240 feet, let me know.
oh, you're there now.
Can I stop my horse and cast while stopped?
Not on the same round, but you can
Okay.
stop your horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop and hop off the horse
Okay,
and
that's
go
your
on.
action. So you
Yeah.
staying back a little bit as Galen charges forward. What's
Mhm.
Radnar doing?
I'm going to continue to ride forward because I've got some spells I want to use.
Sure.
But I want to, I want to get somewhere where I can use them and not have to ride. So
All right.
there you
So
go.
this was kind of like your. Oh, go ahead.
I said, technically, I can cast because I'm just calling down the power of the god. It's not like I have to do hand wavy or anything.
Well, you do. Clerics have to. You have to brandish your holy symbol.
Yeah,
like you
but
actually
holding
have
up
to
a holy
have.
symbol is not the
Yeah.
same as.
Yep. Yep. If you said
But,
you were a skilled rider, I'd allowed it. Yeah, if you're a skilled rider, sure.
It depends. Can I determine who the orc mage is?
No, the mage was coming from the group of the defenders, not the attack.
I thought it was I thought the orcs had a mage.
Nope.
Okay. No. Okay. Then they don't. No.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So in case that is going to be the surprise round, so we'll start with Dion. Roll a d6 for initiative.
Yeah.
And
2.
Meh.
5. All right, so they're going to go first. Still ignoring
but
you guys.
if they take a ranged action, then that's an opportunity attack from the melee.
Some of them do notice that you're coming, and so they turn away from the people that are attacking, and so they get ready to receive your charge, Galen. You see some of them actually have spears, so like you actually see them like set their spears against your charge.
Oh, crap.
Yep. All right, your action. You're riding up on them.
I really need it more. Oh. I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Growth of animal on my horse.
On your horse.
Nice.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do then. That's fine, but the horse suddenly growing, I'm going to have you make me a dex check.
Yeah,
for you to stay on. Yeah.
Oh, 50-50 shot. Ooh, come on, 50-50 shot. Success.
Okay, yeah, you managed to stay on.
Yes.
So if you continue to ride in, you'll be in melee at the end
And it
of the
lasts
round.
12 turns, so
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna.
So you ride in.
double in size and strength.
Is it
Damage affected
practical?
by
for
animal
me
It's
to
not a
cast-
war horse, though. Keep that
No.
in mind. The horse
This
is
one,
not.
if you have a normal horse run over you, it's going to hurt. Okay, I don't care whether
Yeah.
horse or not. A horse and a double-sized horse is going to be even worse.
Yeah.
But it's going to have a lot better defense against the spears now because it's a bit bigger.
All right,
Where-
Radnar, you kept riding, so you're closer. What do you want to do?
Would I be able to cast sleep without getting any of the defenders?
No.
Okay.
Also, you're on a horse. So
Yeah.
moving
Yeah,
horse.
you'd have to spend the action to stop the horse, get off it, and cast. Can't cast while on horseback.
Okay. I could just kill everybody and shoot a couple fireballs over there, but
Yeah, kill everyone, including the defenders.
no. I'm keep riding. I'm gonna ride a little bit closer and then kind of
Right.
stop.
So then you're going to be within melee then, or closer. You don't have to be in melee, but next
Yeah,
round
I'm gonna
you'll be right
stop
up on
short. I'm gonna stop short of melee range. So.
Okay. Dion, you stopped and got off your horse last round
Yeah.
at 250.
I'm
240.
240.
Okay.
I'm casting
What are you casting?
Phantasmal Force.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it so when that horse gets bigger, the Phantasmal Force is gonna make it split so it's becomes a stampede of gigantic horses.
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Like,
Phantasmal.
Oops.
But it's not an actual force, because it would have been useful for something else.
but yeah, doing.
All right, so are you going to do it? So the three things you can do is you can create an illusionary monster, which you don't need to because there's already horses. There is already a monstrous horse there.
Mhm.
You can make it an illusionary attack, which is what it sounds like. So you're making
Yeah.
the illusions attack.
Yeah.
All right, so they have to make a save versus spell. It's only going to be the ones that turn to look though, because the rest of them don't see it,
Okay.
and therefore won't be affected by it. All right, so I'm going to say there's 6 of them that turned. None of them
Ooh.
saved. None
No.
of them saved.
Yeah. So it's just going to be like
So
a stampede of horses coming right at them to hopefully make them like scatter or freak out or.
okay,
'Cause
so it may appear to be harmful, but never inflicts real damage.
Right.
A character who appears to die actually falls unconscious. A character turns down, blah 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 blah. Okay, so basically, what you're going to do is make attacks against them. So just roll me
Okay.
60-20. Just roll me 60-20.
All right. Can I do 6 in this auto thing? No, 5.
Yeah.
Well, here's 5, and then I'll do 1.
Ooh, can you do better attacks, please?
Two of them actually did successful attacks. Roll 2d8. Actually, this looks like a monstrous horse, right? So roll me 4d8.
4d8. 17.
17. So it's going to be 6 on one and 11 on another. So 2 of the orcs drop as if they've been crushed by a horse. The other 4 that see this believe it and are attacking those phantasmal horses.
If they go to hit them, it's an armor class of 9. It says 10 in brackets,
Yep.
and they'll vanish if they're hit.
Right. And so that's their turn now, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So 3 of them are going to try and hit these phantasmal horses. I keep trying to type in the chat. Need more screens. A 9, a 15. So 2 of them hit, and those horses disappear. And so that pretty much breaks the illusion. They can tell that there's nothing here. But yeah, the 2 that think they're dead still think they're dead.
So
the next round,
I'm an illusionary force, though. They think I'm illusionary.
Real
Jameis.
real quick, the guys that think that they're dead and knocked out, that lasts for a D4 turns, I believe. So
Yeah, you can roll it.
1. 10 minute.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
No, you can still wake them up and stuff.
Yeah.
So Jameis, your giant horse crashes into the line of actually no. Roll me luck.
High, always high. No, crashes into the line.
Yeah, you well, the ones that turned are the ones that got affected by the illusion, but the ones that did not fall asleep, there's one of them that still has his pike out, so he's going to crash into your horse is going to crash into him. He's set against charge, and there you go again, trying to type in chat. Need another monitor. 18. Okay, that's going to hit your horse. Okay. 1 point of damage, though, and it's new size. It doesn't do anything. So you're in melee now. And so we're going to start the next turn. Radnar, roll a d6. Anybody casting now?
Yep, I'm casting.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, sorry.
I'm back.
Would you roll a 4?
Yep.
6. They got a 6, so they go first.
So they did 1 point to my horse.
1 point to the horse.
Oh no, my horse.
All right, so the one that's on you, Jameis, drops the spear after it just basically grazes your horse's side, but it pulls out just a really large meat cleaver, and it goes to like hack at your leg. Again.
You like typing in chat, don't you?
I do. It's not going to hit your armor class.
No.
Okay. There's 2 more then. Radnar, you stopped just short of it, right? And
Yeah.
you're making casting motions. Then one of them is going to throw its spear at you.
Okay.
A miss.
Nice.
And the last one is going to go in and try to unhorse Galen. No. Your horse is just too large. They can't really reach you very well.
Mm.
Okay, it's your turn. Spellcasting first, Radnar.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on a big one.
You know that was not going to work.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Actually, yeah, hold on a second. Let me check
It
that.
says-
I think charm person is humanoids in this game.
Human, demi-human, or human-like
Yeah.
monster.
Human-like monster. Yep. I
That's all.
keep getting this confused with first edition, where it's very specific. All right, you're going to try and charm one.
Yep.
You got the range. Well, you stopped close enough. so we'll
120.
assume.
Yeah.
Lamb, it made it safe.
Damn it.
All right.
Okay.
So that was spell casting.
Hmm.
Dion, you're keeping your phantasmal force up, although you can drop it now that you know that they seem to be ignoring it. But the
Yeah,
two on the
once they
ground are still up.
attacked it and it dropped it, then I'm not concentrating on
So
this
you're
round.
240 behind. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I can use one of my turn to move 120 feet around if I'm running. So I kind of like the spell breaks. I'm like, oh, and then like I look and I realize how far away I am, and the horse is kind of like grazing, and I'm like, well, I don't want to run the horse into battle and get my horse killed because who's gonna carry me? So I just start hoofing it. Just everything on me, the feather on my hat's bouncing, the poofy clothes are like shoddily bouncing up and down. Like, this is not clothing to go running in. You know,
No,
this is not your
sir, yeah.
Sunday morning jaunt.
You're flapping
shit.
so much you might
Just-
actually take flight.
Yeah, you think like you just see me like flopping about as I'm running towards you guys. And there's actually a point in the round, like halfway through the round, where I stop and I'm like,
So,
and I
Galen,
just
you
keep
have
running.
2 orcs on you. A third one has just chucked a spear at Radnar and is drawing a scimitar and is going heading in his direction. The rest of the mass of the orcs continue to attack the defenders, which there's so many of them you can't really see what's going on in there. Although you do occasionally see like the flicker of lightning or another spell going off. So what do you do?
What I'd like to do, what I'd like to do is what I can actually do in the rules. Continue running the horse. I basically want to just go into the mess of where the orcs are and try to distract them, knock them about or something to give the defenders a bit chance to rally.
So again, you don't have a war horse. They're not trained to go into battle. So make me a wisdom check to see if you can keep it under control. If you've got any kind of animal handling skill.
Not explicitly.
Okay. Let's make a wisdom check then.
Just outdoors ranger type.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good success.
You can get your horse to go in that direction. But again, it's not really trained to attack, but it's mostly its size.
Nothing else. I was going to distract / go, oh, what the hell's a horse head? Look.
Yep. So you get your horse to charge in that general direction, and its large size just kind of pushes. So now you're close enough where you can tell one of the defenders. So like they're in a circle around their spellcaster, and the spellcaster's hood has fallen black as he's his hands are filled with ball lightning, and he's like lashing out with electrical strikes. He's an elf.
Woo.
He's a high elf.
Is he a high elf or a low?
Yep. It's high elf. It looks like all of them have taken a significant damage. None of them are in particularly great health, and they look like they're about exhausted as it is. So you charge into the line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyone else? Radnar failed to cast. Dion's running, so that's round. Next round, Jameis, roll a d6 for your side. Is anybody casting this round?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm trying to find the spell. Do orcs count as evil? Or sort of what they're doing count as evil? Okay.
But it depends. What is the spell you're trying to cast? Because evil is different in this game.
Protection from evil.
Okay, so what that does is it protects you against anyone with evil intent against you.
Would the orcs count as having evil intent against us?
If someone's trying to attack you, then that's evil intent. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I want to do is basically get into the middle with them and cast protection from evil 10-foot radius.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, I'm
sounds
going
good.
to
Yeah.
roll a d6 from my side. 4.
Three. You guys go first.
As much as we can.
I'm casting.
Okay. So Galen, you cast protection from evil, 10-foot radius.
Yep.
Okay. What are you casting, Dion?
Magic missile.
You got range after running your 120?
Yep, I ran 120 when I was at 240, and the range of magic missile is 150.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and roll the dice that you have for it.
It's just 1d6 plus 1.
I thought you were on 2d6.
You should be
because you're level
2d6.
4.
Do I have
fourth
2d6?
level. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It didn't state that, my bad. So it's plus 1 each, right?
Yes. So 4 points.
8
8
total.
points. Is that into one, or are you splitting up your missiles between 2 targets?
I'm going to do all in one. I just
Yeah.
want to try and take one out.
One of the closer ones? Like you've got one that's running up on Radnar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to protect my other mage buddy.
Okay. 8 points. Doesn't quite take it out, but your magical forces slam into it. It takes a breath. Looks like the wind's knocked out of him, but then he kind of shakes it off and continues forward.
Oh, he's going to get some more.
Okay, so you got spells you want to do to Radnar, or
Magic missile.
okay, go for it.
Is there one that looks like a particularly badass?
Well, there's one that's like coming right on you, and he's going to attack you this next round.
Oh yeah, well he's getting the full brunt of my screaming black skulls.
Okay, go ahead.
That like make a kind of noise as you fire them. All right, so that's 3d6 plus 3. Do. 12 points. Could have been better.
All into one. So yeah, he's just riddled full of your flaming skulls and just goes down, and then just there's daylight showing through some of the holes as he falls over. So he's down. So Jameis, so your protection, basically it makes your armor class 1 better, and their strikes against you suffer a -1. So it's a net 2 shift difference on their attacks. It doesn't keep them from attacking; it just makes it harder. 10-foot radius. Okay, so there's going to be a bunch on you as you're trying to ride them down as they come in. So it's their turn. Let me see. Let me roll. So there's a possibility that up to 8 can actually get to you, and you're the one that's in the middle of everything. So 4 of them will turn to attack you, Galen.
Okay. Currently, it's effectively a -5 AC.
Yep.
Good luck. No.
Natural 20 always hits, but no natural 20.
Yeah, I think that was good luck. That was not impossible.
Yeah. But they do slow you down as there's enough of them body weight wise, and they are much larger and thicker and denser than a human as they surround you and your horse. So yeah, that's going on. The rest of them, let's see, Radnar, the one that was coming at you, was dropped down. The 2 that Galen just ran past, they don't want to run after a horse, so they'll turn, and one of them is going to pick up his spear and cast it at Dion. Can you actually? I don't think you can do it now. Your character name,
Stoltheim.
There it is. Okay, so one of these orcs is going to cast a spear at Stoltheim. Ooh, what's your AC?
Wait, how far away is he from me? I'm 120 feet away from the action.
He's an orc.
Jesus, my AC is a 9.
He hits.
Jesus.
Well,
yeah, you get like 4 feet of a foot of metal followed by 4 feet of shaft pierces you somewhere for 3 points of damage from a long throw.
Oof.
Have you got any next character in mind?
And I'm good for now.
The other one will run towards Radnar and try to geek the mage. But you are in melee now, Radnar.
Okay.
Okay, so that's next turn. Dion, roll D6.
D6. 1.
Not good.
Yeah, that's what happens.
All right, well, they go first. I'm going to do some rolls here. You hear some people cursing and in Sylvan. It sounds like some of the elves are taking some damage this round, but nothing lethal so far. Galen, the one's on you.
Bring it.
Where there was
Come on,
5 of them.
come on, 20. Come on, 20.
But they do, like, they've brought your horse to a standstill as they grab, bridle rein, horse hair, and just are holding it still.
Yep.
Let's see, the one on you, Radnar. Take a swipe at you, miss. The other one is drawn. It's just this huge meat cleaver and it's running toward Schwaltenheim as he only had the one spear. So he's racing towards you.
Okay.
Your guys' turn. Was anyone casting?
Me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is there are there any allies within, say, a 20-foot radius of me?
Yes. Galen's within 20.
Am I?
Damn it. Okay.
No, if it's a fireball, I mean, I've got protection from fire.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but
I
then
got
the
it
elves.
because you keep throwing fireballs.
Yeah, the people that you're trying to rescue are also within 20.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the one that's on me with the wand of paralyzation.
Yeah, sure.
You need to invent racist fireball.
A racist fireball.
Yeah, only gets orcs. Only gets the.
Actually, they do have weapons like that. You've
Yeah.
got like dragon seekers and whatever else enchanted against certain things. Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna develop a spell. I'll make it a 5th level spell, and I'll just call it racist fireball.
Hits all non-humanoids.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you casting?
Shield.
Oh, we don't know. Hold on. You're using your wand, right?
Yes.
Oh,
your
he's
bull's
using his
wand.
wand. Yeah.
So you're using the wand of paralyzation, so it gets a save. It saves.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I cast shield on myself, and I'm
You're gonna cast
bracing.
shield on yourself. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna hit you this coming round. So Radnar. Oh, actually, Galen, what are you doing?
I'm going to do that ancient elven trick of jumping over the tops on the tops of the heads as I try to get to the party of the defenders.
Sure, make me a dex roll. If you succeed, you'll pop right into the middle of them.
Don't worry, I won't
if-
succeed. Oh, I succeed. Well,
You
no
did.
success. Good fight.
Yeah, you like step on the helmeted heads on the back of shields, and you pop down into the middle of things.
And yeah, my protection from evil it's going to go on the entire battle. So
Yep,
everyone else
exactly.
is protected from evil.
But now it protects them a little bit more. That's good.
A little bit better. So this gives
Yeah,
a bit more
good
of a chance.
tactics. All right, Dion, roll a d6 for your side.
Okay. Come on. Not a 1. 1.
Okay, the one just rams into you with its spiky armor and its meat cleaver. So we'll start off with Schottenheim.
So it's a melee.
Miss.
The AC is a 4.
Yeah, he completely misses.
Oh, good shield spell.
Yeah.
Radnar, you failed to paralyze the one that's on you, and it's like it's bracing for something more, and it's as surprised as you are when nothing else happens. He looks down at the wand that you're sticking in his chest, and just takes his finger and moves your wand aside.
Okay.
Okay, and now Jameis, you're in the middle of things with everybody, so I'm just gonna roll several dice here.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to hit me because I'm freaking huge AC. But,
Well, a 20 might have, but no. But so
but the others
effectively,
may be
their
hit.
AC is 2 better. So one of those is actually going to hit. I'm going to make it a luck roll, Jameis. High or low?
High. Always high. Bring it.
Okay, it hits the mage.
Damn it.
Okay, doesn't go down, but he looks rattled, drops to a knee.
Okay, our turn.
It's your turn. Yeah.
Pure light on the mage because that's the most. Because I can't cast anything higher at the moment, so it's a D6 plus 1. Modifier plus 1. Get a whole 4 points
Oh,
back.
wow.
Woo!
Yeah, he stands astonished and he looks at you, rattles off a bit of Sylvan. I assume you speak Sylvan as it's your native tongue for you.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So now keep in mind, most elves don't do clerical magic. the fact that you do is also something else that kind of sets you aside from your brethren. He looks up at you as shocked, and he just has time enough to ask you, "Is she with you?" Before like the orcs kind of come down on everybody. All right, so that was your turn, Radnar. You've got one that's pretty mad at you now and is not having any of your being stuck in a chest with a wand. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna stab it in the face with my +1 dagger.
Okay. He's expecting spells. You pull out your dagger.
Yep. All right. Let's see here.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, he's very surprised as you shove a dagger into a kidney. This time he looks down. He looks at you, very surprised. He's still, he's pretty beefy. That's not going to be enough to take him out. But yeah, he's a little shocked. All right. Schottenheim. What are you doing?
Stottheim. So I forgot to mention this last session, but whenever I cast Web, which is what I'm casting right now, because this guy is all up on my grill.
Yeah, so casting in melee is generally not a good thing.
Yeah, but I got shield on, so it's fine.
Oh no, like as in,
Oh,
let
can
me
I
check
not
something.
do it?
I don't think you can do it when you're in melee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me check something real quick here. I don't want to say no and it be
Because I'll risk an AOO if it means that, but
spell casting. Here we go. No, you can. You just can't move. You can't perform any other action. And if you are hit in the same round that you're casting, it disrupts your spell.
all right, and he
So
missed.
he didn't hit you. So yeah, you can.
So I cast Web, and just silly string just shoots out of my fingertips, and the onomatopoeia involved with this is.
You fart in his general direction.
It's just a farting noise as the web comes out of my fingers and silly strings them down.
Okay, so you can break out in 2d4 turns.
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that basically brings him to a standstill for many, many minutes. Good.
You said 2d4 turns?
Yeah. So I mean, it's going to be longer than the melee. You really don't have to run it.
6.
60 minutes.
All right. I do that, and I'm just like,
Okay. Now it's their turn. He, of course, is going to. He's like slowly pushing his hand through the web to try and strangle you, and just that arm is coming out
They
slowly.
went first in the round.
What's that?
They went
Oh,
first.
they went
in the
first.
round.
Oh, you're right. They did. So next die roll. Who's got the d6 this time?
not me. I rolled too many
Jameis,
ones.
why don't you roll it?
Yep. I think it's
Okay, come on.
Is anybody spellcasting on your side?
Nope, I'm dry.
Two simultaneous. All right. So the mage is going to cast.
I am going to defend the mage at the expense of myself.
Arc lightning just jumps from head to head to head of each of the 10 orcs that surround you. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them save. 6 of them do not. Right, the ones that do not save just drop on the spot. The others look royally pissed off, but it seemed to have taken a lot out of your mage. He was kind of staggering. That was his last spell. Yeah. Okay, so that was what's going on your side. What attacks do you have? I heard some spell casting. Radnar, you still have one on you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to sit on him.
All right, so it's basically just a melee attack roll.
Yeah. Okay. So
if you succeed, we're going to do a contested strength.
Okay, so I'll just do a regular melee.
Yep, some regular melee attack.
Okay.
Hits. Okay, make your strength check, and he's going to make his.
All
And
right.
it's basically highest roll that's still under strength is going to win. So you successfully like step in and clash him so that you get his weapon hand out of the way and you're on him.
No. Unless he fails. He might fail his
Yeah,
strength.
he might fail. He does not fail.
No.
So you're basically, both of you are locked in a wrestling match. Like you're not able to overbear him, but you do have his weapon clutched and out of the
Okay,
way, so
cool,
he can't
cool.
attack you. So
Right.
so you both guys are both going to continue to clash until one of you gets the hand on the other.
All right.
How far away is Radnar from me?
120.
Oh, still. Oh, he's right in it. Okay.
Yeah.
If you are entangled by a web, are you considered helpless?
No, because they can. Well, depends. What do you want to do?
I want to stab him until
You
he's
have to
dead.
enter the web yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Well, I'm gonna leave him there.
Yep. Yeah, he's
and
not going anywhere for a long time. So
I'm gonna yeah. Well, yeah, I'll leave him there. I'm gonna go and towards
I get the idea,
Radnar.
you've got like these really baggy pants. You've got to kind of lift the sides of your trousers
Yeah,
so you don't step on them.
I look like a Puritan woman holding her dress as she runs across the field. My
Exactly.
golden locks are bouncing, so like the elven rangers there are like, "Wow, that gorgeous woman over there is really
Well,
hustling."
to be fair, you're human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Radnar, what are you doing? You still have one on you.
Well, he tried to body slam him, didn't he?
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's another contested strength roll.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still that round.
It's the same round, right? That's right. So so I haven't done them yet. So let me see if you can break out of that, just because it's simultaneous. Nope, you're still locked. So you're still keeping the weapon off of you,
All right.
but you don't have the upper hand yet. So Galen, what are you doing? You said you were trying to defend the mage.
Yeah, excuse myself, and I'm just saying I'm looking for her
Okay.
because I am.
Okay. So there's still 4 here, so they're going to attack.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
With
one
your
maybe.
with your spell going on, that's not going to hit any of them. Okay. Yeah.
Let's do
So
it.
that's
Right.
round. So you currently have about 10 orcs left to be dealt with total.
Mhm.
So next round, Radnar, why don't you roll a d6?
All right.
And are anybody on your side casting?
No.
Okay. Yeah, they go first. Let's do your orc on
Is
you,
there
Radnar.
any obvious sign that one of them is like a chieftain or something?
No, actually, they all look like foot soldiers. Like none of them looks any better armor, any better weapon than any
Yeah.
others.
Okay, dang.
Okay, so go ahead and make your d20 roll, Radnar. He's trying to break out of the hold. He got a 7.
Strength roll.
Yeah, it's strength roll. Unless you just want to drop the hold, you can drop it anytime you want, but otherwise, high success. Okay, so so it's his turn. So he's just trying to break out, and he's not able to break out. You hold him still.
Okay.
All right. Dion, so you ran your full last round. So you see Radnar kind of, he's holding his own against this orc that's not quite twice his size, but Radnar might be heavier than him.
So I'm like behind the orc and I'm in Radnar's view and I'm like, "Don't worry, friend, I shall handle this." And I take my sword sheath. It's like a full saber sheath, right? And I pull out this dinky little dagger. And I'm like, "Have at thee!" And I poke him in the fucking kidney.
Okay. You still have to make an attack roll. He does
Yeah.
not get any dex because he's being held still by Radnar.
Yeah.
But he can still move. He just takes Radnar with him.
I hit an AC 12.
That's gonna miss.
All right. I miss.
Just missed him.
I
Just
get right
missed
in
him.
between his armpit, and I like
Yeah,
the
you almost
dagger
spear
almost
Radnar right in
spears
the
Radnar
heart.
in the face. That's what I like to imagine. This is like right under the armpit. Like, oh, hold on, a little
That kind
rusty,
of help I don't need.
just
All
a little
right.
rusty with the blade. One moment.
So that's all I've got. So let's start with Radnar. Radnar, you want to continue to try and overbear him? You
Yeah.
got help now, though, so up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to. I'm gonna
Okay.
fuck this guy.
Give me a strength check.
All right.
With an 8. Oh, he fails. So, yeah, you kind of get low and you kind of are able to get in with like a bear hug, and then you just kind of drop your weight on him. So that you
All
end up on top of
450
him.
pounds
Yeah.
of it.
Which you only outweigh him by a little bit, to be honest, but enough. All right. So as long as you want to take your turn up, he's going to be basically subdued there.
Yeah.
Okay, because you won that, so you're on him. You've got him pinned. What does Schottenheim want to do?
Can I kill him?
Schottenheim.
Can I?
Yeah, he's effectively held. If you want to do a coup de grace, you can.
I kind of sit there for a minute, still holding the little dagger and my hand up in the classic.
It's still the
duelist
same
pose.
round where you attacked him before.
Oh, is it still the same round? Okay,
Yep.
then I can't take him out yet. Next.
Okay,
turn.
so Galen.
I'm going to have to go on the attack. But the question is, the protection of evil, is me attacking the orc considered evil?
Nope,
from their
it
point of
doesn't.
view?
Yeah, it doesn't work in the reverse. You can attack all
Okay.
you want to.
Okay, I'm going to attack them because we need to whittle them down.
Yeah.
Where is my clicky button for this? Here we go. Click, click, blink. I don't even know if I hit now. I don't even know if I hit
with a 9. Yeah.
Wow, can't hit. Don't do any damage.
Well, it's because you're trying to protect that mage still. You can't go too
Yeah.
far. That's what it is. We'll chalk it up to that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back up to Dion. Roll a d6, and is anyone on your side casting?
Please not a 1. Please not a 1. Please not a 1. 2.
Okay, you go
Nice.
first.
Okay.
So if
Ooh.
Schottenheim
Oh, wait.
wants to...
That was an error. You might want to re-roll that. You put 1
One
C6.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Okay, there we
go.
Okay,
Damn
so
it.
it's just the one. It's just the ones remaining around Galen. They're able to regroup. So there's 6 of them there now.
Oh, 6. There was 4 at one point. But
Yep.
you know,
And so a couple of the other ones that had peeled off come back because there's 10 total left.
Yeah.
2 of them do get hits in. Make me a luck check, Jameis.
Always high. No.
Okay, so you're protecting the mage. They're trying to kill the mage. So they're both going after the mage. So instead, they're going to hit you since you kind of stick
fine.
yourself in
Yeah.
between.
Bring it.
Yep.
No.
All right. Yeah, I don't think they're going to hit you.
that.
They're going to hit an armor class of 3, but your armor class is much higher.
Well, they only roll 20.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
So like you just put yourself right in front of the mage, and they go after you, but no such luck. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for them.
And the one on Radnar?
So, well, the one on Radnar is subdued until Radnar
Okay.
decides to stand up.
Oh, heard. Okay.
So, yeah, if you want to just end him, you can. You don't have to roll for it. Just tell me what you do.
Yeah, Stoltheim's still standing there panicking, looks down at Radnar, who's holding him down.
Come on, what are you
Yeah.
waiting for?
I'm assuming there's that moment, and Stoltheim's like freezing, and he just like, and he just, he just drives the dagger down like Ruby Rod in Fifth Element. Just like,
I'll tell you what, just because it's fun, roll a d20 anyway. Let's see if you roll a 1.
16.
All right, yeah, you kill him.
Just
See, now, Dion, now that's totally how I'm going to picture your character as Ruby Rod.
yes, no, literally yes, like
I like
Ruby
it.
Rod style. All the screaming,
Well,
the whole like
Your hair is better.
neurotic, and the
Your
hair
hair
is
is
a
better.
little better, a little.
Are you
Pompadour is
super green?
hard to go against.
All right, yeah. So honestly, the orc was probably dead on the first hit, but Schottenheim just continues to stab.
I'm just panicking. Like, I just got
guys, I'm here, guys.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you hear Galen call out as this scrum of orcs are like just completely surrounding and hacking away at these piles of people inside. Technically, Galen, you had to have sat there this round to keep him subdued. So that was your action. Radnar. Yep.
Are these
So
hunters doing any damage?
they're basically just trying to defend right
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
I'll
nearly
accept
dead.
that. Yeah. I don't
so-
have any mass healing spells, which is quite annoying.
Yeah. Jameis, roll me a d6 for your side. Is anybody casting?
No. 5. Not bad.
6.
They do better.
All right.
Yeah, to protect the mage, I have to pretty much give up a lot of my actions. Oh, the 19 definitely gets right.
Yep. Give me a luck check.
Come on. Yep.
Okay, so they didn't go for the mage this time, but one of them did get through your spell and is going for one of the elves. All right, another one of the elves die.
Well, technically they're on minus hit points. I can bring them back with spells.
Yeah.
I slide the ring of regeneration on its finger.
No. To be fair, you have to say it takes a day to attune it. So.
Fair.
Yeah, we don't
believe in that.
I refuse to play that way. Yeah.
It's already dead, so there's nothing there to regenerate.
Yeah, elves don't have souls to save.
Would be really excellent, Dion, is if that music from the Fifth Element, like that played whenever Ruby Rod was on screen, comes along with you.
The diva dance.
Yeah.
There you go. So what happens is this orc just grabs one of the elves by the back of his hood, pulls his head back and slams it onto one of the spikes on his armor and just drives his head through one of the spikes.
Ooh, ow.
Oh, he's getting magic missiled.
That's illegal.
Get on with it,
yeah, that's your turn. The rest of the orcs kind of see what's going on. So next round, you guys are going to have 4 orcs. When I say you guys, Radnar and Schottelheim, you're going to have 4 orcs come after you.
Oh, no.
Move away. So you're at least 20 feet away from us.
They're not on you in melee yet, but they have turned. Yeah. They see you, and they're going to head towards you next round.
Get some distance.
What are you guys going to do?
Panic.
Always an option.
I have my knife out. I'm gonna. There's 4 of them.
Yeah, and they're heading towards you and Radnar.
I look at Radnar and I'm like, I'm out of spells. What do I do?
I think I can do this. Let me make sure. I'm gonna check the spell.
Oh, does Ring of Control humans work like Charm Person does, or does it only work on humans?
It only works on humans.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay. I control Radnar to die for me. No.
No, I can't. Oh shit.
This would be a fine time to cast Fireball because those 4 are broken off from the group and there's nothing behind them.
Do it.
So I can get them without getting everyone
Absolutely.
else?
Stottenheim's right there.
I'm right next to Radnar.
But he's next to him, so yeah.
So okay.
You're not in melee.
I'm with you now.
What if he crouches down behind me? Like I'm big enough.
No, you're fine. No, he's fine. He's not in your range.
Basically, you do a circle that encompasses them, not necessarily you, but them as a group that avoids everyone else.
Yeah, you're not targeting yourself this time.
Okay.
Yeah, you can target them as a group.
So let's roll for damage here.
As cool as it is to make yourself explode on the battlefield, please don't. I don't have fire protection.
they get to save first and sort of.
2 of them save, but depending on the damage, it may not matter.
It may not matter.
Nice.
Okay, so 2 of them die outright in blazing fire as they're just melted into so much ash in front of you. The other 2, though, so half of that would be 21, 22. So yeah, they're dead too.
Yeah, I was nice.
Yeah, they just don't get turned to ash. They live just long enough to watch themselves be consumed by the fire.
Okay.
Which leaves 6 of them that are just hacking away at these people that you came to save, and Galen's right there in the middle.
I have this urge to suddenly change my name from Radnor to Corbin Dallas.
All right, so Dion, you haven't done anything. What does Schottelheim do?
How far away are these guys from Jameson? Them like from me?
Like 40 feet in the opposite direction that Radnar just cast.
40 feet. I can't get there in a turn, can I?
Okay,
oh wait, can I move 40 feet? Oh yeah. I'm gonna go poke someone in the butt with my knife.
Okay. Come up behind one and
doink. All right. There's that, and doink.
You miss.
Okay.
You got him right in the butt crack. Like
Nice.
literally in the crack.
Like a credit card swipe. Like, all right, I'll be right back.
Yep. All right. So Galen, how about you? What are you doing?
Mute him.
Galen?
So there's six
Still
still
six.
with us.
Yeah.
Feels like they're never going down.
And there's only 3 of the elves left. Of course, the ones that are laying there may not be dead, but they're not in the fight.
Yeah. I just do not have any offensive spells. I've got to go. I can't keep protecting the mage. I've got to attack, especially if he's not casting anything. He's not really much use, is he? So I've got to attack. AC 6. I think it was unless I roll really hard, I'm not even going to put one of them down.
So they're AC 5, so a 6 is not going to quite do it.
No.
Okay, so yeah, you lash out with your mace. One of them just moves his head just in time to not get clobbered in the side of the head.
Even though I got really good I got a +3 to my roll, I just can't roll well.
Yep. So next round, Radnar, why don't you roll for your side?
All right.
Anybody casting this round?
We muted you, Dion, by the way.
There, I have unmuted Dion.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Your blade's got orc stink on it now.
Stinky.
Okay, roll a 5.
They got a 2, so you guys go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I'm using a wand of magic.
Okay.
Missile, but-
Sure. Go ahead.
All
How
right.
many missiles and how many targets, I should ask?
3 is there. How many are on Galen?
Right
6.
now, all the remaining ones are on Galen. There's 6 of them.
There's 6 of them. Okay. I'm gonna just concentrate on on like the one closest to him.
Well,
Yeah.
they're surrounding him, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So all on one target. Go ahead and roll your damage.
You should know it.
12 points.
Okay. It doesn't go down, but you definitely do it some damage.
All right.
Schottelheim.
Doink. I go to poke him again in the butt.
All right. Same one that Radnar just hit with the magic missile.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
4.
That hits, and 4 points of damage is enough.
Max damage. Doink.
Radnar just cast what are they called? Oh man, it just slipped my mind. Tracer ammo, and you just followed it in. Followed it in.
I like it. Yeah.
I finally managed to hit one. Woohoo! 6 points of damage though, so it doesn't go down. But I finally managed to connect. It took me a while to sort of that way. Oh, right in the middle.
Right. Yeah. So that happens. You managed to connect. You said.
Yep,
Yeah. Minus
6
3.
points.
6 points of damage though. These are tough green skins. They don't go
Mhm.
down. So their turn. One of them did die earlier, so there's just 5 on you now. So 5d20. One of them breaks
17.
through. High or low, Jameis?
Always high. Always high.
Yep. Go ahead.
Ding, 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 ding. Low.
Low. Okay, so he does get a break and comes down and tries to just break the skull of this mage. Now you said you weren't defending last time, right?
I had to stop.
Yeah.
Well, I assume I can't defend and attack at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I attacked. So
Okay, so he's gonna end up hitting him. Oh, yeah. You hear the sound of like
Punch.
the skull just splattering beneath this tree trunk sized club that comes down on top of this mage. Yeah, he falls over with his skull crushed. The rest of them miss. Okay.
Damn.
yeah.
All right. So
Next round.
Next round. Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and roll again? Wow.
Wow.
5. Okay, they go. I'm gonna say
All right, Lulu.
that's not what I meant to do. Sorry.
Okay. At least you're not typing in chat. What? We got points?
Did we?
No, just
Oh,
from
we got
Jet.
4 rerolls. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you, Jeff.
Okay, so actually, with you killing one on the back, and then they successfully hitting or killing the mage, the orcs suddenly just turn around, and unfortunately, Schottelheim and Radnar are right in their path. So 5 of them all break off the attack on the elves and just rush Radnar and Schottelheim.
Bring
Um,
it.
Well, I don't need to
See.
rush so much as just sort of turn around and go, oh, hi.
I can just see Shadowheim going, ah!
They all turn around. I'm like, oh, hello, gentlemen. Wonderful to see you today. You all look mighty
Oh,
green.
three of them attack Radnar. 2 of them hit.
Radnor. Ooh.
These are like
7
ranged
points of
attacks,
damage.
or
What's that?
how are they attacking? Or this is melee?
Oh yeah, melee. Yeah, they crunch 2 just giant. Well, one of them is actually like a broken longsword, and the other one's actually a meat cleaver. But they do 7 points of damage as they just basically run through and
Okay.
past you as they hack you down. How does 7 hit points stand with you?
Fine.
Should be fine. Yeah.
I'm good.
The other 2 attack Schottelheim though. Oh, what's your AC? Your
4.
shield spell's still up. 4.
Oh, you also have it's also 2 better because you're within range of me.
One of
yeah.
them is able to hit you.
Okay.
The 18 will hit you.
Okay.
For 7 points of damage.
Oh, I'm good. Because the healing ring before healed me up to full.
Yep. And what he
But-
does is he kind of just ducks down and just rams that shoulder blade into you that's got the spike on it. So he just
Yeah.
that spike just rams through your shoulder blade and tears it open as he just runs through you. So they're basically just pushed past you guys and are just running. They're running away. That's their action. What are you guys doing?
I look to the group of the remaining survivors. How many of there are there? 2. Grab your arrows and shoot these bastards! I got stabbed!
I got this. I got this.
Do you just want to cut to boom?
Yeah. I'm going to shoot off another fireball.
Okay. Yeah, just roll the damage. I don't think it's going to matter if they save or not.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Some of
15
them
points. Yeah, they were damaged.
Okay.
So, yeah. So again, they don't get incinerated right away. They live long enough to watch themselves burn as they go down to one knee
Nice.
and just burn out. Give me 1 second. I got to put the pupper up. Be right back.
Nice. Any fight where I get to use fireball a couple of times is a good fight.
Yes.
I'm just, man, we can't ever have just 1 or 2 bad guys come after us. There's always 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Radnar,
there it is.
remind me to ask you to teach me Fireball.
Yeah, no problem. Do you have 3rd level? Can you use 3rd level spells?
Not yet, but I will be.
Okay, yeah. I have no problem teaching you any spell that I know that you need.
This character.
Right.
I mostly picked a lot of utility spells at first.
It's more
so-
learning the spell rather than teaching the spell. With magic
Right,
stuff.
just copying out of his book or whatever.
So I just the -10 thing doesn't work on NPCs. It's just they hit 0, they didn't go.
And it's only PCs that get that benefit, or special villains.
Plot protected villains.
Yeah, plot protected armor.
Okay, in that case, yeah, the elf is. I can't do anything to help. At least he's got positive hit points or 0. He's dead.
Yep, nice. Okay, so they burn up. You guys are left on the battlefield. There's only 2 surviving elves, though. The mage, just his whole head has just been burst like a pumpkin.
Well,
what were you doing here?
So the remaining ones are really badly injured, and so like
yeah, I've got another 2. I'll bring another 2 cure light on them.
okay, yeah, they're not going to die, but yeah, that's appreciated.
Yeah.
Right. So they tell you that Alfheim has been overrun. Orcs have invaded. Their mystical barriers have been weakening for some time, and they've failed. And the orcs seem to know it was going to happen and when it would happen, and they launched an attack. Alfheim's fallen. They're trying to get word they're trying to get word to Darokin to long ago, many generations of man, they had made a pact with the humans here, and they're trying to call upon that pact if anyone alive still remembers. But yeah, so they were trying to make it to Darokin. There were other forces going to other human cities. They don't know if anyone else made it, but they are bringing these tidings that Alfheim's fallen, and likely a green wave will sweep the land once again. Had hundreds of years ago.
Well, what were those green things?
They are speaking Sylvan, so you actually understand them, Schottelheim.
I'd say my Sylvan is probably really florally because it's like French based.
You
but
probably sound more like Galen than you do them because they have very proper high Elven speech.
Yeah.
We gotta speak like this. So
yeah. You have the provincial accent. You have the provincial Sylvan accent.
We likes going to the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, but I'm extremely fluent in it.
It's like they're orcs, greenskins.
I've never heard of such a thing.
We just attacked them last session.
Wait, were we talking about orcs last session? Oh yeah, there were orcs. I thought they were goblins. My
bad. Just didn't get a good look.
Yeah, he's not paying attention. He doesn't care about these common folk.
Yep, that's the racism we expect from an elf.
But I'm so sorry that we couldn't help more of your friends.
We need to get the news to the rulers of the city.
With you. First, we'll sort of lay these to rest. Is there anything that you need to get in terms of papers or anything from the?
We each have a scroll. They've got tubes. little bone tubes with some kind of paperwork in them, you're assuming. He does go and he snaps an amulet off of the bodies of all the fallen elves. Actually, if you want, does anybody good at healing other than like clerical healing? Yeah. Not all the elves are dead. Some of them are dying, but they're not all dead. The mage is definitely dead. He's got no head.
Yeah. Can I? I don't mean to sound inconsiderate, but do you think your friend will need his spell book?
We had no time to bring such luxuries with us. He only brought with him what he had previously memorized. He's not able to get his books. But he does rifle through the guy's pouch and pulls out some scrolls and a couple of potions. It's like, thank you for saving us, and if we can get these missives to your leaders.
Oh, I don't know if they're my leaders, but yes, we're going to the Darokin place too.
Yeah, actually, we're from Karamikos, we're from down south.
Gesundheit.
We're from the holler.
Yeah. No, I mean, anyone can stabilize somebody.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, some of them got knocked to exactly 0. So
is it like intelligence to stabilize? Or?
No, you can just. You're not in combat. You just
an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna stabilize people. I'm gonna make myself semi-useful.
Are you sure? Is Schottenheim not going behind and just doing the coup de grace to everybody? Just
no. If there's any, the orc that's covered in webs.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go and stab him until he's dead.
Technically, you've also got that orc that got frightened by the horse. and he'll be coming around at some
Oh
point.
yeah,
Yeah,
those
there's
two.
two.
I knocked
Yeah.
2 of them. I'm gonna
What
go
you want to
coup de grace
do
them.
is get the ears because there's what the money is.
I let you deal with that. That's
No,
gross, and
that's what
I'm
we
not
get.
cutting off ears.
We get the little
Paid
guy
for.
to do that because he did that. We got him to do that before. The little guy when he turns up, we get him to get the
I'll
ears.
coup de grace the 2 that I knocked out earlier,
Sure.
and
Triple
then
chance.
I
Yeah, he gets
ask
the
the
ears
2
when he
that
turns
are
up.
like there with bows, like, hey, I covered that guy with a web. You can't really get in there to stab him without getting stuck, but you can like
Yeah, they just light
pick
him
him
up
off.
with arrows. Orc dies, the big middle finger out.
It's like that movie. Is it The Last Samurai with the scene with like the wave of arrows?
I get
Awesome. All right, so you're on a field of battle. There were
Yeah.
dozens of orcs just laid out. They did pretty well for themselves before they started running out of arrows and got too damaged.
So we can fashion some sleds or something.
Oh, no,
we've got-
they're fine. 1 hit point is.
Yeah, okay.
You're fighting
Well,
fit at 1 hit point.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then the 3 or 4 of us have horses. We can sort of just help guide them back to Darokin. Well, back to
Right.
Darokin. We never read the fucking Darokin. We can take them to Darokin and the guards. You know.
Right. So this all happened fairly early in the morning. So you arrive. They do cover their ears up again.
You notice I don't bother.
Yeah. You do get a lot. Yeah, I mean, you have people do stare a little bit at you at Galen, but not that much. I mean, like you're not like the other elves that are here. You don't look
Also,
like a
I'm
high elf.
Covered in cleric armor and lots of twigs and shit because I never bothered to keep myself up whenever I go into the forest. So I don't look like a reputable elf.
Yeah,
I'm the disreputable.
probably still
I
have
mean-
some like seaweed stuck to you from your underwater.
I
adventures.
wash myself with a rag on a stick.
If anyone asks, I'll just say that you're my personal bodyguard and that we, use your native tongue
Why? I
to
didn't care
to
about you.
communicate. No, I mean, yeah, you're my servant,
No.
Yeah, you all have to take me back to Averone.
So you
Should be
arrive.
carefully picking bits off my mace.
You arrive a few hours later at the gates of Darokin. There is a small queue of merchants coming in. Merchants are taxed per axle, or basically per wagon that they're bringing in, but just guests aren't. You come in, spend your gold and silver here all you'd like. There is
up front for the postal job, or do we got to go get money?
you got half of it up front, so you have to go
Okay, so we're
retrieve the
gonna
other
go to
half
the post
from
office.
the post office.
All right.
The rules of the city are posted in several languages outside the door.
Peace bomb the weapons.
Basically, just you can carry weapons in, but don't draw anything larger than a dagger, which is what you eat with.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it makes us put away some security.
Open spell casting and spell duels in the streets very much frowned upon.
Clerics? Not
Nothing
so much.
nothing against that.
Yeah.
They just don't have many of them.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
against them.
No, it's just, and given that there's not actually a lot of common combat spells as a cleric, most of it is curing bloody people and making food nice and stuff. It's not exactly, they burnt down. You've got a mage and a cleric. I know who to blame.
You can see though that there is a bit of a commotion going on. You hear some people talking, guards especially, saying that they've been asking the losing my voice a little, the farmers from the lands around to come in because they're seeing fires in the distance in the forest. They're not sure what's going on with that. So they've invited the populous farmers to come into the city.
Do I overhear anybody say that stuff?
You speak trade common now, so yeah, you can hear it.
Stoltheim is just an idiot and is like, oh yeah, Alfheim got taken over. Just says it.
Okay. I mean, you start a rumor.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't believe that at first, but you start a rumor going, sure.
Yeah, he just mentions that to the guards, like, yeah. The Alfheim got taken over by the orc, the green people.
Actually, if you say that to one of the guards, one of the elves that are with you actually does approach that guard, says, throws back the hood so that the ears are prominently on display, and says, "Take us to your leader. We have a missive to deliver."
I'm going to just. Galen just wants to let them go because he has other matters to attend to when it comes to getting the hell out of here to go down south. Alfheim being overrun is a terrible thing, but how he's going to deal with it is going to get the lady back. He has no intention to go and visit Alfheim. He's got other matters to take care of.
Is your out of character table talk? Is your goddess a goddess of elves or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Their
why.
leaving is the reason why Alfheim went down.
I was wondering why he was like, "Is she with you?" And I'm like, "Wait,
Yeah.
they're not usually clerics, though."
I mean, they would. I mean, but they would probably go. Well, gods are gods. You know, you can't.
Yeah.
This is not a land where you can say gods do not exist.
Yeah.
Because, they just don't directly worship them the same way that clerics would. It's still, the gods are still there. Let's not say anything stupid or anything. The gods are there quite plainly, evidently. They can come down and smack you on the head if you get out of line.
So you guys are coming from the top here, from the north,
Looks like a
down
giant kidney
to the front gates.
Did they base this in Paris?
And your horse is no longer giant.
No, that would have worn off a while ago.
All right, so the guards, not quite knowing what to do with the high elves, do take a lot of them away. So what are you guys going to do? You are in a fairly large, bustling city. You have no idea what your contacts or prospects here are.
Shouldn't we go with them? Because didn't we hear that like humans are weird about high elves, especially around here?
That's their problem.
But we just went to save them and went through
We
all
went
that
to
trouble.
save someone who we were trying to save. The fact that they were high elves, we would have. Are you saying we wouldn't have saved them if they weren't high elves?
No, but these people are weird about high elves, aren't they? Didn't you tell me that before? So like,
That's their issue to do. What we need to do is
humans-
get to Karamekas.
Humans don't live that long, so even though their forefathers fought in battles with elves, no living human remembers that or was alive for that.
Right.
And they're not really seen outside of Alfheim, but so infrequently.
Okay.
Honestly, Galen's style of elf, Corellia elves, are seen more often just because they're sometimes in the mountain range to the south. So hunters and trappers come across them on occasion.
Oh.
That's what we need to do. We need to get to ourselves south. Well, first thing we'll do is probably go to the postal office and
get paid.
Actually, while we're at the postal office, we can see if anyone's planning any deliveries south that we might be able to hook up with again.
So we want to go south. We don't want to go east.
We can more quickly get to Karamikos if we go south, but there's a question of what's the easier path. It's not necessarily the shorter route.
You want the big map again?
Yeah. The shorter route is directly south. Is going south. The easier path might be going east. We don't know. We haven't investigated. So yeah, like if we can get down. Ultimately, we want to be over around about here.
Yeah. So we want to like
Shires.
So we want to like cross that over at the south at Mar over to like Brookbank and work our way up.
That might be a good way to go. Actually, go over Mar.
The trade route is actually the long route, which would be coming along this long trade road here, and coming up through the mountains here. And this is the Duke's Keep, the last part of Duke Stefan's stronghold before you get into Darokin territory. So that's the long route and the route that anybody trading from Karmikos would go through. If you're going south, as you're saying, you're passing through the Shires and the Black Eagle Barony, which is not a great place. But, you know.
Depends on how quickly we want to get to Karmikos.
Yes, exactly. That's definitely the quicker route, is to go through the Shires and Black Eagle Barony.
How much quicker?
Oh, quite a bit. These are 8-mile hexes.
Okay. Oh, we just want to get across the border.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's like 3 times as quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully the Black Barony ain't going to stop us long enough to go. Because all I know is from my communing with the god, all I know is that Karamikos is where I can find is a better place for me to try and find the lady. I don't know where in Karamikos or how in Karamikos or anything like that. I just know that Karamikos is a better place for me to be to find the lady.
Go back to
Karamikos.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's what I
Okay.
want to do, and that's what I'm trying to do as quickly as I can.
I'm
That said, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
abort us doing any particular features that Bert wants to throw us on, just that from Galen's point of view, let's go
So-
as quickly as possible.
You're on the big map. You're trying to get back to Specularum, which is your
Hmm.
home base. If you go south, you're going to be coming across the mountains over here and
Okay.
coming down this way, and you'll have to cross that area. But that's certainly much faster than going across and then
Yeah.
coming all the way
Oh, yeah.
down on the trade road.
Oh, that's not too bad. River Folk Woods, I've never been there. Huh. Oh, Black Eagle Barony, oh, that's way lower. That's no
Mhm.
fun. You just go down to, what was that, the River Folk Keep.
Yeah. The
Go down to
problem with
Lure.
this is there's a lot of these hills and woodlands that are just infested with orcs, goblins, and other creatures. Because remember, the Karamikos area is a wilderland. Like it's not very developed.
But there looks to be some way from the River Folk Keep down to Lewin
Mhm.
and over to Redhin Keep. That would take us to.
Well, I mean, if you come down the mountains on one of the rivers, you could always get a boat and come out into the ocean and then come up.
Then you are definitely hitting the Black Eagle Barony then.
Yes, most
Oh, and
definitely.
then we'll fight a kraken.
No, we did that already.
Already did that.
No,
Yeah.
that was a leviathan, wasn't it? Or what? Did you fight a kraken before?
There was one
Yeah.
early on. Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
The party in general doesn't have a lot of luck with waterborne travel. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, every boat we've seemed to get on has been destroyed.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do.
You know, our
So,
last trip underwater was very educational. I just know that I don't want to use lightning bolt underwater.
Yes. You learn
Or
something.
do you?
I mean, it worked, to be honest. I mean, sure, you
Yeah.
killed your party members, but it worked.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying from Galen's point of view, he wants to get back to Karamikos as quickly as he can, so he wants to go south. But I say I don't want to negate
It's like
any particular features Bert wants us to
No,
go.
I have no.
It's like a third of the time. I'm down to go south.
Yeah. With whatever potential we have. Yeah. I don't know what waits me in Specularum or anything like that in terms of finding the lady. All I know is that's where I need to go.
Right.
Galen
Well,
is that.
you guys tell me what you want to do to make that happen. You do have your horses. I mean, you could just strike out on your own. You don't have much in the way of provisions. You're definitely going to need provisions.
Yeah.
You may or may not want to heal up for the night because some of you are
think
damaged.
so. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, I'm not damaged, but I am. I need to sort of reset my spells. So that,
We'll
Yeah,
regenerate.
I could use resetting spells because I used a bunch of them in that.
Yeah,
fight.
I'm dry.
But yeah, what I'm thinking of
spell-wise.
is that for the moment we go to the post office and see if they've got anything travelling down to, was it Mere, Mali? I don't know, whatever that place
Mar.
is. Mar. Let's see if, because, well, just while we're there, see if they've got anything. If they don't, otherwise we'll sort of see if anyone else is going down to Mar. We'll sort of hook up with them. But since we'll be at the post office getting our money, that's like the first place.
Yes. And the people that you rode in with are there, so getting paid is
Okay.
no big. Yeah, they're like, hey, yep, thanks. Here you go.
Sweet. Yeah, anyone going to Mar? For a big Mar?
Eventually, currently there's no post headed that way, but if you wait around for a few days, there may be. It's not very typical.
Well,
And usually
well-
they take a boat. Because if you notice, there's a river that runs right by Darokin and goes all the way down.
Yeah. Yes, a boat. Yes, let's take a boat.
It
Well,
would
it's
be
just a
faster. The boat
river.
would definitely be faster. It's a river
Mhm.
that goes
Yeah.
into a swamp. Nothing wrong
But
with
we can,
swamps,
like-
right? Especially in
we
an
can,
area
like,
that's known to have dragons. There's nothing wrong with swamps.
Wouldn't
But
be
we
the first time we fought a dragon in the swamp either.
Well, could always just like jump off boat like here, right? And then like
Well, they've got their ways of getting to Mar. It's not the issue. It's not really.
yeah.
They're going to Mar. They'll take the boat down pretty far and just get on. So yeah, what we in that case I suggest, whatever you guys want to do. I'm just thinking, wait to reach the day, but also just have a look and see if there's any caravans heading there earlier. Otherwise, I mean, we could just also get ourselves a boat or horses and just go ourselves anyway. But better to go in a group. So I'm just thinking if there's any caravans or anything heading that way earlier, we'll go with it. Otherwise, if it's only a couple of days, we can wait and go with the postal people down tomorrow. In a
Give
group.
us time to rest, get supplies.
Yeah.
Right, so you're gonna find some lodgings for the night, then, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And also, I'll ask around to see if anyone knows of the Green Company here. See if we know one. Well, it's a pretty big city, may have heard the Green Company.
Okay. Well, if you ask around specifically about the Green Company, they don't know them by name, but there is a part of the city where there are a lot of foreign offices. So you could look there to see if maybe you have.
And aside from getting spells back, I'm perfectly fit and healthy, so there's no problems in terms of it's not like I'm on one hit point and I need to rest or anything. So,
Now,
we can spend the day going city shopping. Oh yeah, do you guys need to buy anything in terms of weapons or anything? This would be probably good.
I mean, I think just some rations and water, and I'm okay. But Jameis, you keep mentioning this Green Company that you're part of. I'm assuming.
Well, Galen mentions it.
Yeah,
Galen, sorry. What's what does this Green Company have to do with the Green Men?
Commonality of name. That's about it. The Green Company was formed under Duke Karamikos down south. Blah 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 blah. We occurred to give ourselves a company name.
You give him the rundown. Okay.
Green Company. I have no idea why we chose Green Company. That was before my time. Rednor, you were one of the original founders.
Yeah. Yep, I'm the only original.
Oh yeah, we also turned in the Orchids. There were a whole bunch of Orchids as well.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you turned them in at the post, so you can picture those as well.
Okay.
I don't know. Is there like magical equipment or armor for mages? Anything to bump my AC?
There are some magic shops. There are indeed some magic shops. You kind of need somebody to give you an introduction. They don't just let any street riffraff come in and peruse things. So you figure out how you want to do that. Do you find lodgings first, or do you want to check in the foreign district to see if maybe the Green Company has?
We got plenty of time. If it's only like nearly afternoon, it's not like straight away. I'm going to need to go look in the foreign areas first.
Yeah, let's go look for.
Back to the map.
Kidney. Looks like a kidney.
It does.
Orifices. Oh no, not offices, not orifices.
Yep. So that is basically where you're heading.
All the orifices in the city are right there.
All the orifices are near the wharf because that's where orifices go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this is basically the 4 areas through here, just right on the wharf. It's actually a very nice part of town because they subsist off trade through these very large rivers. So this is actually a very well patrolled, very orderly district.
So, does anyone heard of the Green Company?
So when you get down,
Duke Karamikos' groups and stuff.
Yeah, so they basically you ask some people around, they have you head down Wharf Road across from the guilds, and the office is here. In fact, there is a small 2-story building that has the plaque of the Green Company on the outside. Oddly, as you're coming in, there's a group of kids that are just kind of hanging out on the stoop. They've been served food, and then somebody comes out and brings one child in at a time.
It's not our Green Company. We would never be so nice.
So what do you guys do? There's like 10 kids outside just having food, big things of milk and water, and sweet breads, and one kid at a time is brought inside. After maybe 10 minutes or so, they're brought back out. You notice each of them has a small pouch of coins as they're coming out.
I kind of point to the building and address the kids. I go, "Is this the Green Company?"
They kind of look you over. Well, you want to know? You got some business?
Well, they do, and I point to my compatriots.
Yeah. I'll get out my chop, whatever it is that we have. Green Company logo seal.
Well, why are you waiting out here? Just go on in.
Go on in.
Oh, my dogs are barking. Give me a second. Let me see what he's going on about.
He's saying, "Let me in." Let me
Okay,
in.
now laying odds that this is some corrupt evil organization that are running the kids as a scam on the entire city that we have to potentially kill or join, one or the other.
Oh.
I'm also remembering that there is a green company that was using our name for a while. So this
We'll
might
have
also
to
be
kill
the
him if that's
other
who this is.
So until we find out which one this is, there's options here. There's options for what we may have to do.
Yeah, we heard there were some marauding bears in the area, so
Oh,
making
nice.
sure he didn't just spot a bear or something.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, so yeah, the kids are just, what are you waiting out here with us for? Just go on in.
Okay. Maybe go on in.
Okay. There's another. There's like a group of 3 kids here, each in a chair, sitting outside of a door that's closed, and the door opens. One kid goes out again. He's kind of looking down at this coin purse. Another kid goes in. The door opens just a little bit. You know, a woman looks out. Long black hair. Looks a little bit like Magpie.
Yep, that's
Like
the running
very,
kids camp.
very young. It's
It
like,
can't be daughter of Magpie because
Can I
it that
help
much
you?
time.
Are
Yes.
you Magpie?
oh, you know that? You know Magpie? Oh no, of course I'm not.
Actually, I just thought Magpie could have been like the rank of that. You're the Magpie of the city.
Oh, it's been a while since anybody else from the company's come by.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am Galen.
Well, let me just finish up with our informants, and we've got we got some rooms upstairs. Just get some rest. I'll be with you as soon as possible.
Baker Street irregulars. Running the kids as office. Yeah, fine.
Actually, you guys have been in the company long enough that once Magpie kind of took over, like she has rules for like what to do in a city when you're getting established, and one of them is establish a spy network.
Actually, I don't think we do because we ended up being in so many different dimensions after Magpie took over. I don't think we've been around long enough to really.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you may not know her standing orders.
No, I don't think we do. I think we've been. That happened when we first went off to see Count Evil Devil guy, Dracula, and then we got sucked off to the other underworld, and then we ended up in Amber, and we've been a few different places.
Right before you guys went to the Hollow Earth, Magpie was already in charge, but
yeah. But we had. It's not like we spent a lot of time finding out actually doing things.
All right. But the whole upstairs is basically their rooms for company members. So you just find some empty rooms. No one else is up here, so it's just you and whoever's minding the store downstairs.
Oh, settle in. Wait for it to be ready. Which is going to be ready. I have a hawk shield I can sell off if we want to use. I presume the Magpie here will know how to get in touch with the magic people, but I can also sell off this hawk shield. Unless you want a hawk shield. Do you want a hawk shield? No, you can't use a hawk shield. So I can sell that off. That was the one we got from the underworld. Bit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So a few hours goes by before someone comes. Actually, she comes back up. And she's bringing a cart that's just got food and beer and wine just to give everybody refreshments. You've had enough time to clean up and get a little rest, tend to your wounds, that sort of thing.
Clean up.
So, what brings the company out this way? Outpost is still growing. We just got our charter here a few months ago. Not a lot to report yet.
Actually, we've got some things to report to you. Cut to one blah later.
Okay.
Solid. I don't
right. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's fine. She actually has you wait for a minute. She starts to record everything down. This is where you find out that like there are protocols because you guys keep going and disappearing all the time. When company members show up at company strongholds like this, like you got to give a full debriefing. They've got a book for each. Yeah. So they identify you're with company 1, the original company. So yeah, they start taking down all that information.
Yeah. Also fun. Do they know anything about that evil green company that was using our name for a while?
No.
Oh, okay. That's still somewhere. That's still a dangling plot thread to be
All right.
dealt with.
Yeah,
in
so
some
this takes
ways.
hours for you to get all of that down. And she tells
Oh,
you
hell
that if you're short on funds, the company has a few hundred gold that you can withdraw if you need.
Oh, we're fine, I think.
I just think back to the couple of bricks of gold that we shat.
Yeah.
The
The poop gold.
Yeah.
So magic items might not be missed for some of that. Oh, yeah. Would you be able to actively say, if we get out of here, but can you say just redirect to Shanks wanted something that he was able to pick it up?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Dion, if you want to pick up some magic,
Hmm.
they have some basic stuff here that they keep in storage. So like if you just need a simple charm, you can get up to like a +2 amulet for armor class, or a bracer that'll give you a +2 to your armor class. That's
Do
easy
they
enough.
stack?
No,
Okay.
they do not.
Um,
Continual light amulets, you can pick one of those up because that became a standard operating thing too.
oh. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
just get those.
Yep. You can
Okay,
just take that.
so
So either an amulet or a bracer that gives you a +2 to your AC. No, they don't stack, but you can have one or the other.
bracer of protection.
Yeah, they can take the hawk shield off and deal something with it because it's gone from.
They don't have a lot in the way of magic weapons. Basically, they've got some minor enchanted weapons. They've got short swords, long swords. You can get a rapier +1 if you've got a swishy pokey sword yourself.
Is there a dagger +1?
Sure, yeah, you can get a dagger +1. Nothing else special about it, just a +1 dagger.
Okay.
As a magic user, that's all they can use.
Yeah.
Armor, none. Wow.
Yeah, so
On
I'll
the
get
other Fireball, frozen.
Yeah, they actually have very little in the stores because usually magic items are when company members come by, they just get rid of whatever stuff that they don't need. They just leave it behind. You're the first company to come through this way. So they've just got very basic stuff.
Yeah, so I'll take a continual light token thing. I'll take a bracer protection, and I'll take the +1 dagger.
Sure.
I also ask about official membership.
Actually, that's right. You're not actually a part of the.
I don't know. I mean, we'll leave it up to Richard. Not Scrimbleshanks wants to become an official member or not.
If you want to put your name in the rolls, that's all it takes. Just sign here in blood, please.
Yeah, in
And-
blood.
Bert, if I got a bracer protection, would that stack with all my other stuff?
What do you have?
I have the cloak, the displacement, and I have a ring.
It will not stack with the ring. It will stack with the cloak.
Okay. Nah, then there's no point. It wouldn't add anything to it. Okay.
Also, So I take everything. Just back in the old wizard city of everyone's a racist.
Also, roll 2d10, Jameis.
Ooh. I'll just push the D10 button twice. 12.
Up to 12 of those faux healing potions, the ones that are basically energy drinks, the D6.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. So up to 12 of those you can take.
I think we'll probably end up nicking all of them. 3 each, so 3 of the Scrimbleshanks.
Yep. Just
so
3 D6 healing potions.
3d6 healing potions, everyone. 3 for Richard.
3d6.
They're 1d6 potions each.
Okay, we each get 3 of them.
Yeah. They're faux because they're really not magical. They just are full of caffeine, ginseng, and other things that just make you shake it off.
Hey, that's basically my pure light does that plus mine.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
Although my one also can remove paralyzation. So a bit better, but basically, hey. That's the other thing I do if we wanted to spend some time here is I could do a whole lot of scrolls of various things.
Right. They can range for horses if you need. They can range for water transportation. They have a diplomat in with the government here. If you need any dispensation for anything, if you've got crimes that you're being wanted for, they can maybe get any of that removed. Maybe, but that's a new thing.
Probably might have a word or two, but I don't know. I don't even know if Richard wants to have Scrimbleshanks admit that or not. You can talk about them later. Nothing I'm aware of. Yep. Is there anything we should be aware of? Are there anything we've been accused of recently?
And the resemblance to your leader is because she started recruiting from the people from her group of people that her and her father were from. Basically, giving them administrative jobs within the company.
Does this? What's her name?
Pie Mag.
What's her name?
Blue Jay, because yes, they take code names.
How is Magpie's father doing, by the way? Do you know?
Oh, he's retired long since.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
The business
Everything
is
goes that
doing
long?
amazing. Yeah, the business is going amazing. Yeah.
Investment paid off. How do you know how the gardeners are?
She hasn't actually been to Karamikos in over the last 6 months, so she doesn't have any more news in that front. But she understands that they are working on some spelled globes that can keep everyone in communication over vast distances. Hers hasn't been delivered yet, but they are waiting on it.
I just remember something that I was proposing on the boards, at least, of creating a band of people who goes around fixing up the things that the waypoints. Yeah, along the things, and so you could use that to spread out too. So
no, that's exactly what they ended up doing. And they got a nice government contract basically to keep all the wayhouses along the Duke's Highway functional and working.
Okay, do you want to sign up with us for us maintaining these things or not?
If you don't sign up, we can't we can't say that you're going to be safe from bandits and people wanting to burn the places down.
Yeah, I mean, not to say it, but that's exactly the point.
Yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, does Schottelheim want to sign up with the company?
Yeah, I'll sign up for now.
Okay. Yeah, you don't ever leave. No. It's the whole 9mm retirement. Yeah. Short sword to the back of the head on retirement. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Because once you're in, your family.
Yeah, family. I make sure.
What level would Magpie be by now? 8, 9?
Maybe. I informed them too. I don't know if we did or not with our debriefing, but the whole orcs took over Alfheim.
Oh yeah, so you get that in there. That's
so
definitely something she's going to pass on to the diplomat.
And
And let me ask you this, Jameis. Given Magpie specialties and the fact that you earn experience on gold, you tell me how many levels you think she has.
Well, the book caps it. Can only get up to level 14 according to the book. So,
yeah, you want to level fast in this game? Become a merchant.
Yeah.
Can you even get class levels as a merchant?
Actually, the book that I'm using right now, the Gazetteer for Darokin, there's a merchant class. Merchants get spells, by the way. They have very specific spells, but they have spells.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner? I would have been a merchant. Oh my god.
You're a fop. You wanted to be a fop.
I know, but that'd be funnier if I was like, okay.
Right.
Next character.
Yeah, other
Time
than
to die.
completely blaring everything, because Galen never cares about holding anything back. Yeah, the main thing will be we need to get back.
So there's an urgency to get back to Karamikos, especially for you. Since you have a spell over your head. But how do you want to arrange it? So she can get you fresh horses. That's not a problem. She can get you on a caravan if you need some extra protection, or she can get you on a ship if you want to take a ship. If you want something really fast, she may have an inn. And as she's saying this, she's looking through some papers that were just the ink is still wet on obviously it's some rumors or information she just picked up from the children that were coming through. I may have an inn with the Archmage of the town who might be able to speed things along. I have information here that his wife might want to know about.
We could try that.
I mean, that's the sort of thing that Galen will go, I must get to Karamikos. How? I must get to Karanikos. How do you want to do this ship?
As soon
I
as
must get to Karanikos.
Well, certainly, if the mage can be persuaded to do so, I'm sure a magical means will be far faster than anything that I could offer. Barring that, a ship would be the next fastest. Now, as I said, I'm the only one running this guild house right now. So if we want to use the Archmage of the town, his name is Joffrey, as a resource, I'm afraid that you will need to act as the strong arms in this case to leverage this information we have.
Before we go that far, and I'm not against it. I don't know exactly how he would magically get us, but if we do head south, we do run into the problem of the Black Iron Barony? I can't remember what the name of it.
Black Eagle Barony.
Black Eagle Barony. So that is something we have to be aware of when we head south as well. Have you has the Green Company had many dealings with the Black Eagle Barony that you're aware of?
Well, you know what the company lore is that the whole Iron Ring,
we fought them once
the slavers, was tied to the Black Eagle Barony, who is the cousin, the ruler of the Black Eagle Barony is the cousin of Duke Stefan. And so convincing him that his brother was the head of a kidnapping organization has not gone well. So officially, his brother hasn't been levied any crimes against him, but the company knows that he's in it. He's in it deep. He's probably the ringleader of the Iron Ring.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, if we head south by whatever means, we're going to potentially interact with him. So that's something we need to be.
I mean, but you technically you do have an official writ from his brother saying that you have the right to to pass in Duke Stefan's lands. So it's a matter of whether or not that it's.
If we come up against them, given that we have had some previous encounters with them, we are going to be quite lucky to kill him. Head of the slaver? Donk! What head of slaver? I don't know about head of slaver. I just remember it was way long before your time, Dion, but way back when we had an encounter at one of the inns we stopped at where basically they turned up, and the only reason we weren't TPK'd was because they couldn't be bothered.
Yeah. you weren't worth it. You literally weren't worth it.
We were not worth the effort of killing, which was not. They could not be bothered with us. Otherwise, we would have been wiped.
So you have some options. You're going to need to spend at least one night here to heal, unless you want to just drink all the healing potions. That's fine too.
We don't need to heal. None of us are down with our rings and stuff. None of us are problems.
Well, you need to sleep to get back to.
You need to get
spells is what we need to get back.
Yeah,
spells what we do. So I'm actually thinking. Just goes. Can we get ourselves a warship?
A warship? They can get you passage on a warship, but it's not going to take you all the way that you need to go because national boundaries. The warship can only go so far. You're going to have to pick up another ride at some point.
I'm just thinking, how much fun would it be to have an adventure with using a warship when you're down south? Got ourselves a warship. This is a warship battle in the back.
She can definitely get you on one. They're just a matter of political boundaries.
Bird, I'm trying to give you a warship adventure here. You're not letting me.
I have recently gotten rules for no airships. No, you could have gotten an airship if you would have stayed in Galantry long enough, but you noped right out of there.
Yeah, well, I mean that place. No.
What would the magical transportation be?
I mean, it's I can't take all of us.
Well, no, if we got the archmagician guy to deal with us.
Actually, you would know this, Radnar, if they actually have a Tower of Magic here, or if they've got a magical academy, for instance. Typically, they have rooms where they have gates that will go from certain cities to other certain cities. You don't remember there ever being a gate in Karmikos, though, but that could have changed in the time you've been gone. because the College of Magic was just getting started there. Because remember that some of your earliest work was clearing out that dungeon so that they could build the College of Magic.
With the
Yeah,
radiation ship.
I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
That would definitely be the fastest way if they had a waypoint.
Yeah.
We'll just hit the fast travel button.
Yeah. So do you guys
the
want
fast
to?
travel button's going to be a bit of blackmailing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to blackmail the guy.
Well, that's the other thing. If we do the blackmail, that's probably going to be the one shot for the blackmail. So do you want to leave Blue Jay with better blackmailing options later on?
Yeah, I need you guys to decide how you want to get back, and then we'll pick up the next session with that as a plot thread. So you can blackmail the Archmage here. I mean, you don't necessarily have to blackmail him. You can just ask, and then if he's not too receptive, then you can blackmail him.
Yeah. I mean, it might ultimately end up being okay. You have to go and off and do an adventure or something. Either which way it ends up being. So
technically, Radnar is a member of the College of Magics back in Karmikos. So if they do have something set up, he might be able to leverage that.
That would be a better way to establish a better relationship than Batman, to be honest.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm not against doing the water adventures just because I think in some ways that might lead to some more interesting stuff happen if we have a ship adventure.
All right. So I hear then that we're going to go for the mage. Is that going to be what we're going to pick up with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
We'll try the nice approach first and see how it goes.
I'll be the good cop.
I'll be the elven cop.
Yeah.
Radnor's the large cop.
Yes.
large cop.
Good cop, pointy ear cop, fat cop. Right.
Yep, that's us.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay,
the classic three. Yeah.
We'll pick it up there. Then you guys will spend the night in the guild house here, recovering spells, whatever else you need. You picked up some gear, and we'll start. The blackmail material on the mage, by the way, is that he has a bastard child, a young daughter that was just born with a liaison that his wife had no idea was going on. So that's the blackmail material.
What? Really?
It's particularly.
How many bastard children does the Duke have? Come on, he's littered the place.
But in this society, it's particularly damning because of his status as Archmage. So his legitimate heir would be inheriting his position, but any of his heirs will likely have some of his power.
But how many of them will be a seventh son of a seventh son?
Yeah. Something like that. Anyway, we will end it there for the night then, guys. You have found another Green Company stronghold. Well run. Well run by a single person. All right, so Dion, what do you got going on this week? Anything?
Well, when I'm not playing tabletop RPGs with all my super cool, awesome friends like you guys, you can find me on my channel at Substance Use on Twitch, where I play retro JRPG games. We are going through the Ogre Battle series right now. It's a game. It definitely cranked up the difficulty, so if you want to watch me suffer, look for the live notification.
Okay, sounds good. You got anything going on with the Frog Gods?
Well,
Bill?
I'm continuing with Lost City of Baracus. We're also running I'm going to be running part 2 of the Splinters of Faith campaign that they have, and other gaming and stuff. More stuff probably on this channel and on Frog Gods. So
cool. Okay. Any new blog posts, Jameis?
Yeah, a couple of new things reviewed up there, and otherwise, if and when Richard tends to stream, you'll find me hanging out on his channel and poking fun of it.
Nice. And if you honestly know where we are, twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder. This Saturday, actually, I'm going to be on the official Goodman Games stream. I'm going to be running some Weird Frontiers, which is a Dungeon Crawl Classics horror Western game. A lot of fun, and I did a ton of work on it. I'm hearing from the writer of the game that the books have arrived from that slow boat from China. He took delivery of 1,400 pounds of book yesterday, so they should be making their way out to Kickstarter backers soon. So we're playing some of that Saturday night. This Sunday, maybe some Boot Hill 3rd edition. I haven't decided yet, as I've had a game every night this week, so we'll see how that ends up being. But please give our YouTube channel some love. That's where all of these streams that run off the Twitch account get archived, and our podcast at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. There's like 11 plus years of audio role-playing goodness there. Thanks for watching us, guys. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.